Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are looking at Bee's Knees Lacquer's polish. The dragons are out to play. This is the second older mystery polish with ghost flakes I wanted to look at. For those who skipped the previous video, I wanted to show off some ghost flakes before new mysteries that are somewhat similar become available to pick up, perhaps in November, in the God and the Gumiho set. They were all mysteries in September, and hopefully they will be back for an overpour. This one is a teal jelly base with silver reflective glitter and ghost flakes. And now for possibly my worst on-camera application so far. Still posting my L's. Will that stop? Probably not. Thank goodness for cleanup brushes. I did realize that I didn't have enough polish on my brush when I began the coat, and it was a bit thick, so I thinned it in between coat 1 and 2. One of the things about these polishes that I didn't get to address in the previous video is that I had trouble with these ripping up my base coat sometimes. Either when I've been wearing a ridge filling or milky base coat of some kind. There's something about those bases in particular. And my theory is that the glitter acts as an abrasive as the brush goes over the nail and just peels the less sturdy bases up. I've never had any trouble with clear base coats or strengthening base coats. The newer polishes I hope will become available as overpours do not have glitter, so I doubt this would be an issue with the newer ones. I will say about this polish what I said about the other Ghost Flake polish. You absolutely do not want to do a third coat because it will be very, very thick on the nail. Make sure to do a sufficiently even second coat. I tend to do a thick second coat because my first with this polish is almost never even. But onto the actual polish. It is a true teal, equally blue as it is green. During the swatch, under the LEDs, the ghost flakes are mostly a very pink coral. And you can see the reflective glitter under the LEDs as those little sparkly silver flecks. I don't think I've redeemed myself in this second coat, but it is still better than the first one. I know these particular polishes are jellies, but I doubt I would ever use them for layering. Because of how they peel up previous coats, depending on what's underneath, and the fact that I rarely get them even in one coat just suggests to me that that's not worth bothering with. But the other trouble being, I just don't feel like I would get enough of the flakes if I used it only in one coat, and I would like at least a few more. Off camera, I applied a glitter smoothing top coat just to make sure there was no texture in my full hand shots. And we have made it outside into the sun. The ghost flakes are looking a lime green that moves into gold and into that very pinky coral color as I move over to the right. Where the polish on my other hand wanted the flakes to be a teal into more of a forest green, into a gold, and into a peach. Here, we never get past a lime green, and on the other end, we end at more of a pink, almost red. This is what I meant in the previous video when I talked about the flakes having a colorway, but being affected by the base color. Like the other ghost flake polish, this base has lightened up a little bit in the sun. The base color looks a bit more like a dark turquoise when I lift my fingers. I went to a friend's house for a game night and realized I had a shirt on that exactly matched this polish. Did I mention teal was my first color obsession? Considering I love both blue and green, a love of teal isn't much of a stretch. In the meantime, we have arrived in the shade. In the shade, the color has deepened again, and the silver reflective glitter are once again providing a silver speckled background rather than being a more in-your-face, hyper bright constellation. The flakes are moving from that pink leaning coral to that lime green, but I feel like we're seeing a lot more orange on the way than we saw either in the sunlight or in the previous ghost flake polish. This polish looks like a violet green swallow. What an adorable little bird. Someone needs to make a plushie out of him. Or maybe the Amazon kingfisher, who in comparison looks completely regal in his bright feathers. This one doesn't change drastically when we go from the shade to the indoor lighting. I would say the orange in the flakes has tamed a bit and mostly shows pink. I would also say this looks strangely similar to the Aruba whiptail lizard, but only the males, and probably only in the mating season when they're more vibrant. The spots on his flanks look like the flakes and the glitter in the polish. Can I call lizards cute? Yeah, lizards are cute. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Next time, I am going to try to take out one of those magnetic rainbow hollow polishes to test out whether the pigment has changed over time. Please enjoy a clip of my chipmunk squeaking at me. Hi, Chippy. Are you coming out? Oh no, you're gonna squeak? Oh, terrifying. Oh, more squeaking.